Hornet Lacrosse fans, prior to today's contest, Kalamazoo College men's lacrosse would like to recognize our seniors for their dedication to the growth and success of the program. Number 24, Oscar Sears comes to Kalamazoo College from West Bloomfield, Michigan. A biology major, Oscar's senior integrated project is titled From Origins to Innovation, the Evolution of ACL Surgery in Orthopedic Medicine. After graduation, Oscar plans to attend physician assistant school. Oscar is escorted by his mother, Shauna, and father, Severa. Number 3, Eric Paternoster comes to Kalamazoo College from Oxford, Michigan. A business and sociology double major, Eric's SIP is titled Inside the Body Broker Industry, a dive into the ethics of the modern cadaver trade. Eric studied abroad in Madrid, Spain. In addition to his dedication to lacrosse, Eric is the president of the marketing club and a guitarist for the Kalamazoo College Jazz Band. After graduation, Eric plans to pursue a career in marketing or sales. Eric is escorted by his mother, Katie, and father, Tom. Number 10, Jake Asnes comes to Kalamazoo College from Chicago, Illinois. A chemistry major with a minor in mathematics, Jake's SIP is titled Synthesis of Tryptophan-based indole-3 glycosalamides as potential hypergamma agonists. Jake studied abroad in Athens, Greece. In addition to his dedication to lacrosse, Jake is a member of the Kalamazoo College Chemistry Club and serves as a chemistry learning lab tutor. After graduation, Jake plans to pursue a graduate degree in chemistry. Jake is escorted by his mother, Karen, and father, Michael. Number 5, Maxwell Saxton comes to Kalamazoo College from Okemos, Michigan. A biochemistry major, Max's SIP is titled The Origins of Card Magic. After graduation, Max will attend the Michigan College of Optometry. Max is escorted by his mother, Michelle, father, Robert, and sister, Amelia. Number 48, Ethan Hitch comes to Kalamazoo College from Saginaw, Michigan. A business major with a minor in anthropology and sociology, Ethan's SIP is titled Where Ice Meets the Classroom, Connecting My Kalamazoo College Coursework to Hockey Event Management. Ethan studied abroad in Athens, Greece. In addition to his dedication to lacrosse, Ethan is a member of the Kalamazoo College Marketing Club. After graduation, Ethan plans to pursue a career in sport business. Ethan is escorted by his father, Brian. Number 8, Ronan Honda comes to Kalamazoo College from Culver City, California. A biology and business double major, Ronan's SIP is titled Human Microbiome Dysbiosis in Periodontal Disease in Type 2 Diabetes. Ronan studied abroad in Athens, Greece. In addition to his dedication to lacrosse, Ronan is a member of the Kalamazoo College Marketing Club. After graduation, Ronan will attend the Keck Graduate Institute to pursue a Master of Business and Science in Biotechnology. Ronan is escorted by his mother, Clausine, father, Curtis, and sister, Kaylin. Number 28, Lucas Graff comes to Kalamazoo College from West Bloomfield, Michigan. A quantitative economics major with a minor in statistics, Lucas completed an experiential SIP in wealth management. Lucas studied abroad in Aberdeen, Scotland. In addition to his dedication to lacrosse, Lucas is a member of the Kalamazoo College recycling crew. After graduation, Lucas will pursue a career in financial advising. Lucas is escorted by his mother, Lisa, and father, Michael. Number 33, James Daly, comes to Kalamazoo College from Grosse Pointe Farms, Michigan. A business and English double major, James's SIP is titled Growing Through Experience: How CHRO Solutions Helped Me Turn Classroom Lessons into Real-World Impact. James studied abroad in Aberdeen, Scotland. In addition to his dedication to the lacrosse program, James is a member of the Kalamazoo College Marketing Club and a SAC representative. After graduation, James plans to intern at Morgan Stanley and coach travel lacrosse. James is escorted by his mother, Nicole, and father, Bill. Number 31, Carson Erkey, comes to Kalamazoo College from Heartland, Michigan. A computer science and mathematics double major, Carson's SIP is titled Decoherence of Qubits in Superconducting Quantum Computers. After graduation, Carson plans to pursue a career in quantum computing. Carson is escorted by his mother, Crystal, and father, Chris. Number 0, two-year captain William Plesher, comes to Kalamazoo College from Hazlet, Michigan. A chemistry and biology double major, Max's SIP is titled Stabilization of Dialkene Monomer for Stabilization of Peptoid Nanosheets. In addition to his dedication to lacrosse, Max serves as a teaching assistant in organic and physical chemistry. After graduation, Max plans to attend officer candidate school to serve as a commissioned officer in the U.S. Army. Max is escorted by his mother, Katie, and father, Bob. Number 14, senior captain John Bungart, comes to Kalamazoo College from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. A biochemistry major, Jack's SIP is titled Synthesis of Phthalimide Diene Side Chain for the Stabilization of Peptoid Nanosheets. Jack studied abroad in Athens, Greece. In addition to his dedication to lacrosse, Jack serves as a teaching assistant in organic chemistry and is a member of the Health Professions Society. Jack is a two-time second team and one-time first team all-double MIAA defenseman and a 2025 USILA Scholar All-American and a recipient of the Henry and Inez Brown Prize. Jack is a single-season and career leader in cause turnovers for Kalamazoo College men's lacrosse and is 2 cause turnovers away from becoming the MIAA career leader. After graduation, Jack plans to attend medical school. Jack is escorted by his mother, Kathleen, and father, Joe. Please give one more warm round of applause for these phenomenal student athletes. It's a beautiful day in Southwest Michigan. Thank you, seniors. Hello again and welcome to Mackenzie Field on the campus of Kalamazoo College for today's men's lacrosse game between the visitors from Albion College and your Kalamazoo College Hornets. Kalamazoo College, the MIAA, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation supporting student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Now for the starting lineup for today's game. First, the visitors from Albion. Number 4, Cal Stearns. Number 8, Herbie Basil. Number 11, Matthew Champu. Number 12, Caleb Howell. Number 16, Carson Strabo. Number 19, Ben Shulet. Number 26, TJ Antonino. Number 40, Luke Schumann. Number 45, Joey Pipish. And number 47, Ike Stuff. Coached by Jake DeCola. Now, the starting lineup for your Hornets. Number 0, Max Plesher. Number 1, Tate Bless. Number 7, Dylan Adkins. Number 8, Ronan Honda. Number 10, Jake Asnes. Number 14, Jack Bungart. Number 21, Tony Villad. Number 28, Lucas Graf. Number 33, James Daly. And number 99, Teague Breeden. Coached by Vince Redco. At this time, we ask that those who are willing and able, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, hello and welcome to Mackenzie Field. It's chilly, cool, nicely brisk out there for the players where your Kalamazoo Hornets will face off against the Albion Brits. I'm Quentin Powers, and let's go over our long day today. It's senior day for this men's team out there, and we're able to honor a couple of them before this game. Hopefully you were able to listen to that. If not, go ahead and rewind just a little bit there, and you'll be able to hear it. And I got to say, it's one of the greatest senior classes out there for this Kalamazoo men's lacrosse team. They've had a pretty solid season. Can't complain. They've got some players who are really leading the way. And real quickly, I can go over them for you, of course. Max Plesher, an obvious target out there. I mean, he's led this team in goals scored. He is just a fantastic player. He's quick. He might not be the tallest, but, boy, he is strong, I have to say. And also a lot of other guys who are making the impact on the offensive end who aren't seniors but still really doing a good job. Ronan Honda as well has had a pretty solid season, scoring some goals, getting a lot of assists as well. Just a really great offensive team, and the matchup against Albion is going to be a great one. Albion 2-2 in conference play, a win at Adrian, a win against Alma as well. Kalamazoo similarly looking at 2 wins, one at Adrian, one at Alma as well. So both teams getting the same wins and getting the same losses. Albion struggled against Hope. Kalamazoo similarly struggled against Hope. And today they're looking to get their ranks up and go into the MIAA play and get competitive out there today. So Albion's going to be taking this face-off here. Trying to secure that clear, and looks like they will. Going to be playing quick offense. Quick shots off. That one's wide. And pretty aggressive play style out of the gates from Albion. A lot of the wins they've had this season are blowout wins. Really early on, they've done a really great job of just being powerhouses on the offensive end. But when they get into MIAA play, it gets more physical, more aggressive, and causes a lot of teams some trouble. Just getting used to it. Kalamazoo now back on the offensive end. Breeden has it in the X position. Breeden's looking to make a move. Surveying around, doesn't get any opening there, so has to reset. Plesher's going to pick that one up. Barker, pressure on Honda. Honda getting pressured hard right now by Bride. Honda still not giving it up, though. He's got good ball control. 25 seconds on this shot clock. Breeden, long shot. That one's wide, high. But it's going to stay with the Hornets. Clock is still ticking. So going to have to be careful here to not get a turnover and get a solid shot off. Last game against Trine, 5-14. A lot of those goals came off a shot clock ticking down. They really got to hurry here. They don't even realize. And looks like it was too late, so just giving that one right back over to Albion. But no, coming off that game against Trine here at home, it started out decently close. That second period, the Hornets outscored them, played some fantastic defense, but Trine offensively really showing why Hope and them are two of the best teams in the MIAA conference this year. Kalamazoo, they didn't have a bad clear percentage. They were doing okay on ground balls, but what really was the problem was the turnovers. Trine just was dominating them in that aspect, but the Hornets just had a hard time getting it back on the offensive end. When they did, though, they scored, but a lot of the time, Trine just putting some great pressure on them. Plesher, shot, no good. It was a bouncing one. He does love to do that, sort of jump and let it swing and ride it out, but nothing there. They're going to be able to keep possession, though. Bless, giving it back to Breeden and to Plesher. Breeden the last few games hasn't had a lot of action. Teams have been putting a lot of pressure on him. Shot there, way wide. Looks like might have just miscalculated a little bit there. Hips just wide, and so they're going to still hold on. Hornets have been on offense all this game so far, aside for the quick shot from Albion. Breeden has some space. That shot's low, slow and wide. But Albion letting a lot of shots get off early here. Something to be a little concerned of if you're the Brits right now. They're starting goalkeeper Howell, and he's only started one other game this season. And there, blast pass goes high, and it's going to go to Albion's way. But interested to see how Howell adjusts today. He's sitting at around 55% goalkeeper rate. He does a solid job, and curious what's going to happen there. Not any shots on goal quite yet for him to be challenged with. But shots are flying right now for the Hornets. After the turnover, it's going to go back to Albion, but got to get it on the offensive end first. Just some passes way off the mark right now. And Tony Village just going to pick that one up and give it back to Graff. Now Graff gives it back upfield here. So the Hornets back on offense again in a comfortable place. They want to be out on the offensive end at all times. I was talking to Teague Breeden about their offensive sets the last game against Trine. He told me they just need to be more aggressive. They need to control the ball a little bit better, communicate a little bit more, and when they're playing their best, they're letting shots fly, and right now they are. They're letting a lot of shots get off. He said they got to take some more risk, and there they do, but a good save from Howell to get low on that, stop the low shot from going through, and now Albion on the push. And I'd like to note, Cal Stearns, 53 goals this season, leading the MIAA in goals scored, and it's by a lot too. 10 more goals than the second, Preston Hooksum on Hope College. He's having himself a fantastic season as well, but Cal Stearns is the man to look out for today. So Albion just swinging around here. Some good pressure there from Graff. Pipish had to swing, and now they're in that reset. Trying to make a move. The slide comes. That's good defense. Can't leave him up on the other end. That pass is just off. Somehow he slips through. And this one looks like it's still loose. Really have to recover the ground ball, but my goodness. Don't know what was happening there. A lot was going on. Shots were flying, ball was loose, no one could pick it up, and the Hornets are going to come away with it. I think number 4, Brody Quinn, got in the way of that shot, and might have got hit a little bit hard there. Wouldn't be surprised, though, to see him come back out anytime soon. These players are tough. So Breeden working on more. Breeden going to allow that reset there. Gets the screen from Honda. Big hit there. Breeden want to let it fly. Honda has some room, thought about shooting it. There's another shot. And that one, another great save from Howell. Keeps getting low, doing some good reads there. So a lot of offensive looks for the Hornets have resulted in nothing. And right now, you see the Brits trying to take advantage of an open goal. And that shot's off and good, though. So Cal Stearns, he gets it to go kind of in a strange way, but it works.
Albion goal number 4, Cal Stearns.
The Hornets are just caught off guard. Simple as that. And that's how Albion makes it work. They get it done by catching their opponents off guard and going to work. So just under 9 minutes left in this first period. Albion leading 1-0. Ball's out and loose. Let's see who gets it. Still fighting for it. Man, it's all over the place right now. And Albion does pick it up. John Banker swings to Schumann. And now getting that offensive group to come back in. Pipish to Farkas. And Farkas, this last game against Hope, was a tough one, but he did have 3 goals, allowed to give himself that hat trick. Sometimes it's those type of players who step up late in the season that you have to keep an eye out for, because their confidence can really go up. And here, Albion with a lot of room. Vlad, good save, but ball's still out. And a good job by the Hornets to find that one. Oscar Sears, man, he is quick. And he secures that clear better than anyone else could. So the group's coming back out there. Bless is just taking his time. And you see the Brits kind of playing this open zone style defense, not playing man. And this gives the Hornets some room to work with. Plesher, I mean, he let it fly, but nothing there. Wide left. And as I was saying, that zone defense for the Hornets might be good for them. They do a great job with matchups, but recently against Trine, the high pressure they had caused them a lot of problems. There, a nice pass. Somehow, Howell gets in the way of Bless's shot. Pleasure tried his best to find Bless, and he did, but Howell feeling it right now, doing a great job in that goal. So after the over and back, Albion back with it on the offensive end, and they are quick shooters. I mean, they go to work right away, but a great steal from the Hornets. Bungart, one of the seniors that was honored today, one of the leaders in the MIAA and actually forced turnovers. He has had a fantastic season and career here at Kalamazoo College, one of the more coveted players in the record books. And some heavy contact somehow stays. And now the Hornets are going to call a timeout. A good job from Adkins to secure that one. So, an early timeout in this game, but I kind of like it. The Hornets are probably going to want to adjust to that zone defense, really get on the mark there, and find those open lanes. They did find an open lane. That pass to Bless was a perfect, the type of shots they want to get. But probably just going to be reviewing some more ideas out there, trying to just get some better communication. And out there, it's right around 45 to 50 degrees, a little bit of a cooler day. We've had a long week of great weather, and kind of surprised it hasn't continued into today. It was a real rainy night last night, so you've seen a couple players slip out on the field. It might be a little wet still from the conditions before. Something to keep in mind. And great turnout here today as well from Albion and Kalamazoo College. After this game, the women's lacrosse team is going to be facing off against St. Mary's. I'll be covering that one for you guys as well. So a long day of lacrosse, a lot of action here. Real exciting. And it's great to see such a good turnout. I mean, you go to these Wednesday games, you get a nice student turnout, but it's good to see the families, especially out here today. And for these MIAA matchups, having more people in the stands, no matter what sport it is, just makes it a better environment for everyone, a good competitive nature, and you like to see it. So coming out of the timeout, the Hornets are going to be taking this one. Breeden's on that far end there. And now it looks like Albion's adjusted. They're out of that zone thing they were running, which is probably the smart idea, because now the Hornets, whatever they drew up or talked about doing, might be impacted now. Adkins trying to go to work on Basil. Honda with that quick first step shot. And a nice save from Howell. Went right into the pocket there. Ball's still loose, though. Might be able to get it. Let's see who comes away. They're fighting. And their shot is off and good. Open goal again. And this is their game right now. A great job from Logan Bride to just run it right down.
Albion goal number 44, Logan Bride.
And so Albion haven't had it a lot on that offensive end, but making it work. Early in this game, I like to see that play style from them. And you know, the Hornets still, again, they can't complain because they've been having a lot of great looks offensively. But still, you want to make those adjustments on defense. So this one's still wild, players falling. Good pass there to give it to Schumann. And Schumann shots off. Good save, though, from Vlad. I mean, that's exactly what you want him to do. And Vlad, always adventurous after he gets a save. And, oh, no, that pass just goes right back to him. So Vlad's got to sprint into the goal. A little bit of a miscommunication, passing error. So again, Albion with it, and they have just been outrunning Kalamazoo. And this offense they have is flowing. Last time Kalamazoo played, they played against Trine, who has this really quick pass-first offense, always looking for their teammates. Not a lot of dodge attempts or, ISOs. But a good slide there from the Hornets to stop it. And Stearns, room, shots off and good. My goodness, Stearns. Powerful as he goes low and gives them the three-goal lead. So Stearns only adding to his leading goal scoring this season. And that's going to be his second of the day. So the Hornets trying to get that face off, but just goes straight to Albion. And oh my gosh, they're trying to get the shot off right away. Nothing, and Vlad grabs it. Plesher does as well, so can't have too many unforced errors after winning the face-off, and they get it back on the offensive end for Honda. Now to Breeden. Breeden looked like he was going to shoot it, swings it. Plesher, nothing. So back into that zone again. Shots off wide. And Asness wanted that one. So Adkins, the leading goal scorer against Trine, showed up when he needed to most. Pass just a little low. And right there, Plesher tried to, I think his goal was to try to give it to Asness on the side, but Asness scrambled for the ground ball and a turnover back to the Brits. So Barker gets and secures the clear. And Shampoo letting that offensive unit come back out there. So Joey Pipish swings it to Stearns, now back outside. And the Hornets, when they've been in a collective and a set defensive area, they haven't struggled too much on stopping the goals. A lot of them have just been almost fast break opportunities or just taking advantage of the lack of defensive players for Albion. So this might end up working out for the Hornets. Stopping here. Pipish, big pressure from the Hornets, and now a flag is going to be thrown, so curious what that's going to be on or who it's going to be on. It's a possibility Sears is going to be called for it. Just too much of a check, too much body. And there, a high pass, trying to go low to the inside to Champeau. And that one is no good. Certainly the right idea, though. So, can't fully see what referee is calling out there. We'll probably get a call in just a second. Okay, so just got the notification. Sears is going to be in the box for a minute here for just some excessive contact. I think it was just too much. So the Hornets here in position, but hey, they get bailed out pretty quick there. Albion just with pass, just off. So Vlad's going to be passing it up here, and you have to be real careful. You want to be very conservative, especially with Sears still out. And there, a nice move from Bungart, I mean, this guy, a great player, and gives it to Plesher. But you want the ball in Plesher's possession at all times. I mean, he is such a force to be reckoned with. And I bet you there, shots off and wide again, man. Just can't get anything to fall, but getting all the opportunities. So just over a minute 15 left in this period. The Hornets have had majority of possession, but have not been able to get on the board. Adkins now inside. Nice pass, but big hits. Somehow he gets the pass to go to Bless. Bless is going to hold on and keep the possession with him. Asness just kind of got sandwiched between a couple players. It's fortunate he had enough room to not cause a turnover. So 15 seconds on that shot clock. Plesher knows this. Gives it to Breeden. Breeden thinking about shooting it. Had a lot of room. That shot's off, and I think it just somehow hit someone else. And you see the Hornets having their players run back and do the subs. They're just going to give it right back to the Brits. And the Brits, they're doing a great job on the defensive end today. Not giving the Hornets any easy shots, making them uncomfortable. And Howe out of the goal there. And so Albion's going to be resetting again here. Big speed, shots off, high and good for the Brits. Number 21, Logan Mozingo, he got it to go. And well done by him. And so Albion feeling good, starting the game out hot. And the Hornets, you know, you don't want to repeat what happened last game against Trine, where you let your opponent kind of get a big lead early, and coming back into it's going to be challenging. So let's see what the Hornets do. I mean, there's only about 10 seconds on the shot clock, or excuse me, the game clock. Albion's going to try to get a quick shot off. That one's wide. In just about 4 seconds on the clock. It's probably going to lead us right into that second period, where the Hornets are going to need to make some adjustments. And so just a high pass. It was on target, believe it or not, but Howell just going to pick that one right back up. And now, first period over, Albion is leading 4-0. Cal Stearns, 2 goals. Bride with 1, and now Mozingo on the board for them as well. Hornets getting good shots off, getting shots off in general, more shots than Albion has, but just not working out for them. So curious what adjustments they're going to make. Going to take a quick break here. Stick around, and I'll be back with you in just a second. All right, so just about to resume action here. Going into the second period. Both teams talking it over, what's been going good. Here's some cheers from the Albion crowd. Feeling pretty good about themselves right now. And with both teams sitting in that middle of the MIAA conference, mentioned it before, this is a big matchup. Good for some seeding. Allows them to extend the season even longer. And with how short the lacrosse season is, it really does matter. So face-off goes to Albion. A good job of swinging the ball right now. That one's high from Howell, and the Hornets are just going to pick it right up. Saxton, but they lose it again. And some frustrations from Asness. So back with that offensive unit who's giving the Hornets a tough time today. They haven't settled for any shots. They haven't really taken any risky shots either. They've just been letting it fly, look very comfortable. And that's a great pass idea. That's what he wanted, to go low. Mozingo had it right in front of Alad, but pass was just a little in front of him. So the Hornets wanted to confirm, get through. Nice spin move from Erke. Another one of the seniors on this team. And the shot's off. Ooh, hits the goalpost, Bless. Disappointed in that one. That's his shot, too. Bless, one of the taller guys on the team. He's so hard to guard. But they're just off. So, again, shots they want, but, man, just having a tough time. And there, pass again from Howell is a little high and goes back towards the Hornets. And we see Cale Cook, freshman from Kalamazoo, Michigan, is going to be in on the offensive end. And letting that unit get out there, Bless. Or excuse me, Asmus is trying to go to work. Now to Breeden. Honda. Now Plesher. He's trying to cut through. Not giving him a lot of room. Some great defense there from Dyer. Breeden picks it up. Good catch from Bless. That's one almost huge there. Honda, nice pass. And the Hornets now, they're moving the ball around really, really well. And there, it's good from Honda. Senior day, senior scores. They're on the board finally. And they're doing a good job taking their time against that zone, finding the pockets, and making it work.
Goal by number 8, Ronan Honda.
So good things out there right now. This feels good for them. Able to really break that seal, get through. Now the face-off is going to be given to the Hornets. Again, and both these teams win majority of their face-offs in their matchups, but today Albion has won 5 out of the 7. So really dominating that aspect. And Breeden, man, he was just letting it fly. You know, you don't mind that shot because they can just hold on to it and go at it again. And when Breeden gets hot, I mean, he can have himself a game at Adrian. He scored 5 goals. Plesher there just goes right into the defenders. A little push from behind, and they're going to call it. And Plesher's going to hold on. So it don't matter. Even after the shot was no good and deflected, So swinging around here, Honda to that X position. Bless. You got to make the skip pass here. Find the open man when they're running this type of defensive zone. Asness shot way high. It's going to stick with them, though. So Bless is going to be taking it up for him, trying to make a move. And a nice pass there, but a great save from Howell, my goodness. Way to stay cool and collected on that one after a tough shot. And now let's see if they can hold on and secure that clear. And nope, that pass is just low. Some good pressure from the Hornets. Those are the difference makers at the end of the day. And now Albion's going to call a timeout. So the Hornets feeling pretty good about themselves now. Doing a great job on the offensive end, swinging around, getting some better shots, and they're taking their time. That's especially the difference that is being made. Turnovers for both teams right around the same, sitting around 9, and only 3 total caused turnovers this game, so a lot of just unforced errors and a lot of small things that both teams want to fix. But other than that, I mean, you're seeing what I'm seeing out there. Hornets are doing a better job. They've made the right adjustments. Now let's see after this timeout, can Albion do the same? They've done a great job of taking advantage of some missed shots or turnovers from the Hornets, just running it down the field and getting the types of opportunities they want. And you look at the scoring chart for this whole team, I mean, they have so many weapons for Albion. A lot of different players scoring. 2 players over 30 goals. And a lot of players who know how to spread the rock as well. I mean, you got Stearns with 18 assists and 53 goals. Schumann with 17, as well as TJ Antonio, both with 17 assists. I mean, they spread it. They do a really great job of that. And they're accurate as well as a team. Shot on goal percentage is around 60%, which is a pretty great number. And shooting an average of 44 shots per game, which is 11 more than the Hornets. And I will say, yeah, this might be skewed just a little bit. And there, another good save from Albion coming out of the timeout. And the Hornets, though, doing a good job of adjusting. They can't let the offense get out there and have too much room. And you see Bungart doing a good job of making Pipish not want to attack. Pipish wide. Bungart did a good job of not allowing him any room. Only able to kind of cut down on the ball. They're going to hold on, though, and keep it. Pipish swings to Mozingo. Mozingo out of Stearns, right back at him. Mozingo wants to go to work on Plesher. It's a hard dude to get by. Sears, good pressure from him. Now back up top, resetting. Pipish, great slide from Plesher there. And now with shot clock ticking down 5 seconds, you really have to just get something off here. Shot is high. And now probably just going to give it back to the Hornets here. Unless they want to go for an alley-oop or something. But, yeah, just going to give it to the Hornets. And Vlad is going to pick that one up. So, great defense from the Hornets there. Doing a good job communicating on the slides, finding the right dudes to communicate with, and big hits. But, I mean, Sears just tanked it. My goodness, Sears. It's going to be a turnover, but just some big hits. Ooh, and Plesher almost got that one. And now some whistles are blown, allowing some subs. I'm not too sure what's going on, though. You see Coach DeCola a little upset about that. I mean, with his experience and this team, he likes to have that momentum, so upset that they had to slow it down there. Speaking of DeCola, it's his 17th season coaching this team. Albion, known to be one of the better programs in the MIAA for lacrosse this season. Still doing a good job, but Hope and Trine are just dominating. And there, some good defense, going to be a forced turnover if they can hold on. And still loose. Ground ball is recovered. Bungart trying to put that pressure on, but no worries there. Albion holds on. And a shot high from Stearns. He wanted that corner pocket. So a good little hit from behind. The Hornets putting that pressure on and still loose. I mean, the ball has been out a lot in this few possessions, but Stearns tried to do a skip pass across field to Schumann, and Schumann, I don't think he was expecting it, really. So Daly, another senior on this team, 6'4", one of the taller guys out there on that defensive end. Valad almost lost it there. He needs to be careful. And a nice little rainbow pass there. A good job to secure that clear by the Hornets. And now they're finally on the offensive end after a couple possessions from Albion. So Bless in that X position. I mean, he can be dangerous. A good hit, though, on him from Barker. Pleasure surveying around. Gives it to Asness. Asness back, right back at him. Now to Honda. Honda, one and go work. Gives it to Breeden. Breeden, big pressure. Has some room, though. Good pass there. Swings cross and a nice interception from Richardson. And they can just pick it right back up, but no turnover. Barker, miscommunication, gives it right back to the Hornets, and that's a nice breath of a relief. You can just feel it out there for the Hornets. They want to get a shot off. They want to get on the board, cut this lead down, and you need it to happen. You want it especially to happen before this halftime, just so you can feel a little bit more comfortable with yourselves. And the patch of pressure just off. Gonna need to pick it up. And Asness does. And so some big hits there. Asness, though, he's not afraid of it. Still getting some room. And now an over and back. So the pressure works out at the end of the day. Oh, but it looks like something is going to be called. Not 100%. I'm going to get that communication to you in just a moment. So a new one. I don't think I've heard of this before. Number 33, Danny Moore, is going to be called for a delay of game. So he's got a 30-second punishment there. Odd. I feel that doesn't happen in a lot of sports. So strange, but Moore's going to have to take a quick break. And this gives Albion that chance of a man-up position here. Stearns back out. Swinging to Schumann, and that one no good. So still going to hold on to it, though. Time is ticking down, so they've got to get something off quick. But, hey, over and back. So feels good for the Hornets again. They've been bailed out a couple times on those situations. Although Albion does have the lead, man-up situations haven't been taken advantage of for them. So Asness on that outside, going to swing it cross field to Honda. Now Breeden is back in. Breeden, such a great offensive player, really only on the offensive end out there. And a nice pass. That one is good. And man, it looked good too. And Asness on the board in this one. So some good communication.
Kalamazoo College goal by number 10, Jake Asness.
Just found him in the slip of the defense. And Asness with a little bit of flair on the shot too. If we had an instant replay, you'd see it. So this game's closer. We're 2-4 here after some minimal action scoring-wise. And the face-off, Everham trying to win it, but still loose. He's still fighting for it. My goodness. Now he's on the ground. Everyone's fighting for it. And Kalamazoo does finally hold on. And now let's see what Sears works with here. Nice job from Moore to grab that one. And now upfield, a great hit from behind. Bride just slaps it out of the stick from Graff. And now with numbers, Albion is going to retreat, though. For a second there, it looked like Antonino was going to give himself an opportunity to score, but no. So Pipish going to swing. Giving it to Dyer. Dyer looks like he wants to go to work. Gets the nice screen from Stearns. Has some room. Shots off. Low. Bouncing. But high. Over top of the goal. So Britt's going to hold on. Keep in possession. Now Pipish. He's been setting up the offense today. A good screen from Stearns, but a good switch. Bunger on him now. Cook needs to put some good pressure on Stearns. Stearns is so dangerous. Stearns shot off, but outside of the goal. Got caught within the net, but not within the goal. Sears, pass deflected, picks it up himself. Does he? Yes, he does. Gets the clears. Got to be careful, though. Pass. It's concealed. But now a flag is thrown, so penalty is going to be called eventually. And Bless is just kind of running around with it. Unsure who that will be called on. So still on that offensive end. Plesher's been quiet today. He's got a couple shots off, but nothing he's really comfortable with. Right back to him, though. They're going to set it back up. Plesher wants to go to work. Trying to slip through. The slide isn't coming. Doesn't need it to come. But big pressure on there. And pass, loose. Got to recover. Be careful. Still going to stick with the Hornets, but man, some really great pressure right now from Albion. I mean, they know when to take advantage of the matchups. They know what matchups they can take advantage of. And with Adkins with it right there. And now the referees are going to talk over what needs to be called. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And it looks like you see number 33, Danny Moore. Or excuse me, that's the Hornets player. Or excuse me, yeah, Danny Moore. No, Danny Moore is going to be, no. Okay, well, I was completely wrong. Logan Mozingo is going to be called for the penalty. My apologies there. Just some confusion from myself. Don't know where I was getting James Daly and all these guys mixed up, but, you know, long day ahead, still trying to stay sharp. So now with a man-up opportunity, the Hornets, we saw them last game against Trine with this opportunity, just kind of didn't find the open man, really. They just took a shot while they weren't expecting it. In Plesher, last game he attacked middle and had just some room with it. There, a nice pass. Big hits, though, from Adkins. Excuse me, Asnes has to adjust. And now Asnes to Breeden. Pass high. Touch, though. Gonna stick with the Hornets, but 6 seconds on the shot clock. Need to make something happen. And with a man-up opportunity, oh, they just lost it. So their shot is off, and a great job from Howell to just grab it right back up. I mean, it was on target, but a good job by Albion. And just under a minute left. Shots off. That one goes right into Vlad's net, and he does a good job as well. Quick reactions. And Erke, man, he is quick. And now, going to be a timeout. So 33 seconds left in the half. Hornets have possession. A lot more kind of pivotal timeouts, I think, in this game, really wanting to make those adjustments. They know the high stakes. And compared to the last few games, a lot less action in this first half, especially in this quarter. Only one goal has been scored. Only 2 goals have been scored by the Hornets, so they've gotten themselves back into this game. Not out of reach quite yet. And of course, whole other half to play. Curious what they're going to be talking about now, though. Because, I mean, Albion has a great defense. They've been doing a really good job of putting the pressures on the right matchups. I've mentioned that before. But what type of cuts do you need? What kind of slips do you need? You're going to want to set up a screenplay for Plesher or Breeden or even Honda, who has got the speed. Curious what they're going to do, and curious if Albion gets their right matchups out there, because that's when they feel the most comfortable, is when they're playing man-to-man and can cover everyone with the right bodies. It's a big thing. Trine took advantage of that last time. They had great matchups, and whenever the slide would come, they did such a great job of finding the open man. I mean, some of the best passing I've seen all season in MIAA play was from Trine there. And today, Kalamazoo seems to kind of be adjusting to that, learning from that experience and wanting to spread the wealth as much as Trine did. And at the end of the day, you learn from your opponents. You know, you may lose a game or two to them, but hey, you learn and you adjust. And right now, near the end of this regular season, both teams playing at their best. So Breeden coming out of that timeout. He's got on the outside now, just 30 seconds left. Plesher to Adkins. Adkins getting some communications from his coach. Got the screen from Honda. Now Breeden in the middle. Shot low, wide. And with just about 8 seconds, 7.9. Going to need a couple nice passes and a couple nice looks one nice look. And so clock running, ticking down. Let's see here. And nope, just good defense, but I guess some big contact. Either way, it's going to be a turnover, and now just shot's going to fly. That one's off left. So going into halftime now, Albion up by 2. Score is 4-2. And let's take a look at some of the stats here. Ronan Honda and Jake Asness are the 2 goal scorers for the Hornets today. Both of them found some pretty nice looks. One off a great pass from Teague Breeden. It's actually going to be his first assist of the season, which is a crazy thing to say. I mean, he is so good on the offensive end. It just seems it would be natural for him to at least have one. But now he's on the board in that aspect. And for Albion, Cal Stearns, Mozingo, and Bride all scored in that first period are on the board as well. Some small stats to look at here. Turnovers, both sitting at 14. Both teams have only 5 of those turnovers caused by their great defense. And I mean, it has been great defense. A lot of those unforced errors were in some ways forced simply because of the pressure that was on them. And we're looking at the clears. Both teams doing a solid job. Albion, 9 out of the 15. Kalamazoo, 13 out of the 16. In a good area where they want to be. And right now, I think this game is still up for grabs, that's for sure. So interested to see what adjustments they make after halftime. I'm going to take a quick break here. Stick around, and I'll be back with you in just about 8 minutes or so. Okay, so right back into action here. Halftime was a little bit shorter than I expected, that's for sure. But, hey, these guys want to get back out there and start fighting. So, there, fight going to the Hornets, giving them that face-off. So, cleaned up the face-offs as well. They start out the game a little bit rough. Albion controlling most of those. And coming out of halftime, we talked about Albion getting the right matchups they want, and that's when they feel the most comfortable. So let's see how they do and how the Hornets adjust. There, shot off, though, from Plesher. My goodness, Plesher just powers it through. And when he does that almost every single game where you're just caught off guard. You don't expect him to do something like that. And, I mean, from far out, with speed and power, Plesher slips it through. I mean, this is why he is one of the leading scorers in all of the MIAA. He is top 10. I believe he is the 7th leading scorer. And, of course, for the Hornets team, makes all the impact as well. And there, pass just off from Schumann. And I think Schumann was pushing a little too much there. I was kind of confused why that pass was off anyways to begin with, but still out and about there. A nice slip pass to Erke, and Erke just going to bring it right cross field and give it up to Asnes. Asnes getting good play time today. And Honda back to Plesher, and now to Breeden. So now we know Plesher, he's not afraid to shoot. He's quiet in that first half. Curious to see if they keep going at him. But there, Breeden had some room. Bless, pass to Honda. And Albion doing a good job of recovering after these cross-field kind of lob passes, or not, excuse me, not lob passes, quick passes to the Hornets. So the ISO from Adkins. Adkins low, that one's good, and they're back in this one. My goodness, 4-4. Adkins changes this game around with only minutes into the second half. We're all tied up, and things just got a lot more interesting.
Hornet goal number 7, Dylan Adkins.
And so all tied up, and you wonder, where was this? Where and how did this spark just come right into him? I mean, it's good to see for the Hornets. Let's see if Albion can respond. They get this face off, and they have an opportunity on the offensive end if they allow themselves to set up. So they do. Stavros almost lost it there, but as we can see, just resetting once again. Farkas quiet today after a louder game against Hope. Trying to go for the dodge here. He starts it out wide. Some good defense from Graff. Has a size advantage there. And so Stavros passes it out to Chambeau. And Chambeau, some high pressure from the Hornets right now. Let's see if Pipish can work with it. Pipish. Pass inside. A lot of movement, but there, somehow, I'm not too sure how it happened. But goal scored, who can it be credited to? I'm not certain. It almost looked like it went off an arm. A Kalamazoo player just kind of deflected and confused Vlad, but not 100% certain there.
Albion goal number 11, Matthew Shampoo.
So going to give it to Shampoo, and Shampoo's going to be credited with that goal. Kind of surprised just because I don't know how or what you can do in that case, but now Albion's is flowing on the offensive. Another shot, man. Stearns wanted that one, and you hear him getting loud about it. He gets pumped up. This is just his competitive nature, and now this game means a lot more. So 5-4, Albion with that lead after the goal scored. Brody Quinn back in after getting hit earlier. And so Brody just going to let Breeden set it back up, bring in those offensive players. Plesher runs back in as well. Breeden on the outside. Going in. Slide comes, three-player slide. And Breeden just kind of a low shot. With how many slides came, you'd think a Kalamazoo player would cut, and you'd see that opening. But enough room for Breeden to get a shot off is something they'll take any day. Bless to Plesh. Now to Breeden again. Adkins, shots off, no good. Grabs his own and gives it to Honda. And they keep resetting. There's still a lot of time on this shot clock after 2 shots have been taken. So they have a lot of time to work with. Plesher attacking the big man, Farrick. Now Breeden somehow slips through. Shots off, no good. But my goodness, that was his opportunity. And I'd like to mention, new goalkeeper in. Luke Szymanski is in the goalpost after Howell did the first half. And it looks like referee's going to want to talk something over. Might be a clock problem. Not 100%. Might have to change it, make it lower, higher, reset, no reset. I'm not entirely certain. Yeah, so it looks like the shot clock has to go down. And, you know, you think modern day technology, you'd be able to just set the shot clock yourself. But, hey, you work with what you get. And there's going to be 52 seconds for them to work with. Adkins with some room, long shot, low. And Szymanski with a nice read. In the all-purple. Ooh. But it looks like Albion falls on the ground, and now some big off-ball contact. But they secure it and get the clear. They're on the attack because Valad's not in the goal. And, oh, my goodness, they got lucky because that is the shot you want. Antonino had his moment with Valad putting pressure on. And Valad almost caught off guard again. That happened earlier in this game where Albion just saw Valad being a little bit too risky. So Albion, 30 seconds on the shot clock. Swinging it around. Allowing their players to go to work. The screen comes, but no switch needed. Stearns, shots off, low, and a great job from Valad. 2 good saves from the goalkeepers back-to-back. And you see Sears. I mean, he is just a dog out there when it comes to just taking these hits. You know, he might not look like he's going to take those type of hits, but, man, he does. Was talking to him a little while ago about just playing the game, how much he loves it. He tells me he treats it as if it is his job. I mean, he just loves going out there, taking the big hits, and providing for his team. Now on the offensive end, let's see. Breeden wide. And the Hornets not afraid to take those longer shots. I mean, not necessarily too close to the goal, but they've had him fall. Plesher room, shot's good. There he goes. Didn't need to do anything too fancy. Just had some room in front. And finds it low to tie this one back up at 5 again.
Hornet goal number 0, Max Plesher.
And this guy, Max Plesher, I mean, 5'7", one of the smaller guys on the team. Actually, I think he is, in height-wise, the smallest guy on this team, but listed at 185 in weight. I mean, this is a big dude who can take a hit, and with the speed he's got as well, hard to stop. And there you see Albion fans get a little upset after the face-off. Doesn't go their way. Must have spent some contact. Either way, Albion does recover. Everham couldn't hold on. And now on the push, Farkas. Farkas has to reset. Slide was coming. Now at the top, Pipish. Pipish wants the shot off. Good job from the Hornets, though, to get in front of him. And Albion just kind of been in this loop. Trying to get good shots, but a great save from Vlad again. And Vlad's having himself a pretty good day. He's had himself some rough ones just because he's playing such fantastic offensive teams like Trine and Hope, but now he's redeeming himself out there. So Hornets tied up, 7 minutes in this period left. Gonna talk it over. And we'll be right back with you after this one. So, about to come out of the break here. Hornets were on the offensive end. And you see all the weapons out there. Curious what Coach Redcoat drew up for his team in the break. Bless on that exposition. Always want to test that, especially with his height advantage. And now you see them running this zone again. Plesher in the middle between two players, has room, but swings back to Bless. Bless. Out of Plesher. Breeden room, low between his legs. Breeden's on the board. And a simple shot. Simple setup. Do a great job. And now the Hornets have the lead.
Kalamazoo College goal number 99, T. Breeden.
And Breeden from Lowell, Michigan. Gonna with a few players from Lowell and that Grand Rapids area, which is known for really its lacrosse play. And Everum there, good job of sneakily getting that ground ball. And now you see Sears. I mean, that's what he just does. He's just always there to sprint it down, but just a small error, interception from Albion. And Shumansky now taking the burden of trying to get his team to take the lead again as the goalkeeper. But on the offensive end, who's going to be able to get it started for him? That's the question. You see Stearns, you know he can score at will. Pipish has had a lot of moments where you think he's about to go in and get a dominant attack. Pipish trying to attack there. That one wide and high. Had a full roundup. Erke was on him. And their play style is just so quick. You see the Hornets play, they're pretty concise, but Albion, they stay strong. There's Schumann swinging and out of Pipish. Pipish, is he going to shoot again? He does. That one looks like Valad put his foot out there and caused the deflection. And still getting good shots off, wanting to get those types. Some high pressure from Bungart. Bungart, one of the best defensive players out there and in the MIAA. Does a great job trying to stop Dyer. Take some good time off the clock. Stearns passes to Pipish. This one's loose. Still loose. And looks like Albion kind of kicked it back in. Still loose again. And now, with numbers, Albion's attacking, but this one rolls out of Stearns' hands. But with 10 seconds on the shot clock, you need to get something going. Schumann, is he going to make the opportunity? But a good pass. Valad reads it perfectly. Whew. Some good action and some good defense. They stop the turnover from getting a shot off, but they still hold on. I mean, Albion right now is determined. And you can say the Hornets are playing great defense, but they really want to recover soon. Give it back to their offensive end so they can take a breath and stay comfortable. And now Antonino, high to Stearns, has to go outside again to Farkas. And Stearns looks like he's calling off. He wants the ISO. Shot, long, and deflected by Valad again. He is on the money today. So shot clock resets after Valad tipped it. And Schumann, shots off, oh my goodness! Schumann, off balance, flies through the air low, and good. And Valad's hot streak comes to an end, and tied up at 6-6 in the third period. I mean, this is all you could ask for an MIAA matchup late in this season. And
Albion College goal number 40, Luke Schumann.
Tension's running even higher now. I mean, both teams have been playing really physical this game. You've been able to see it just kind of with the eye test. Ground ball goes to Bungart. And now the Hornets with room. Everham still in. He's going to shoot. Oh, my goodness. Ball's loose. I think it hit Bless in the back. I'm shocked to see Everham take a moment for himself. But, hey, I mean, if you have the room, he had a great wind-up. Certainly not the worst shot in the world. So Schumann after a nice shot. He's got confidence. He wants to shoot again. That one's wide, and kind of a heat check for him. Sticks with Albion here. Bungart, big pressure, and ooh, penalty's going to be called. Not too sure where it was exactly. Might have been some off-ball issues because of the referee who called it was on the other side of the field. So Quinn keeping it close to himself. And now a penalty is going to be called, and I think this one's going to be on Albion. And Quinn rolls it to Bless. Quinn, another one of those guys who does the face-offs, but also he'll just run it downfield for you. Secure your clear. One of the great utility players that this team has had this season. You sometimes see him on the offensive end as well. Kind of has that same play style as Plesher, but, I mean, Quinn's speed is his priority. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Breeden taking his time, allowing the pressure to come at him. Barker is given the task of guarding him. Breeden just kind of playing with him right now, letting the shot clock run down so that penalty can be put into effect. Breeden's still with it, man. He's just holding on. Boy, he's quick. He goes around, doesn't have room. Trying to slide through some big hits. And a good job from Logan Bride. Just pounce down on that and take it from the Hornets. But seems the Hornets are going to hold on still. And I'm not too sure where or how. Okay, so a 30-second penalty for Albion. I believe number 37. I'm not actually too sure who it was called on. I can't see their number all the way from up here. Need myself a pair of binoculars. But either way, opportunity for the Hornets. And with a perfect shot clock to game clock ratio, they can hold on as long as they'd like and find that perfect shot. Back outside. And you see Hibsch try to get his shot off. But a roller doesn't go through. Clock still running. Asness gives it back to Adkins. Adkins looking around, passes down low. That one's high, though, from Hibsch. Still stays with them. And Bless. Trying to go to work on that exposition. He wants to wrap the shot around. And this one's going to be close. It's going to stay with the Hornets, but 12 seconds on the clock. You need to get something here. Bless had a really risky shot, resulting in them having to reset. Let's see if he passes it up. He's going to have to shoot quick, though. He doesn't realize it. And now, coming to the end of the period, some great defense from the Brits. That's something they can be happy about. And certainly something they can be happy about, that's for sure. So going into the fourth period, we're all tied up at 6-6. What has changed? How have the Hornets gotten themselves back into this game? And I think it really just is confidence. I mean, these guys are going out there with full confidence, taking shots they like to see. Plesher found himself right in the middle of the field, taking a long shot with a lot of power, finding it through, and some good play calling, I think, by Redco today as well. Coming out of the timeout, Plesher found himself with that screen in the X, kind of found his way around, right around the goal, and slipped it through. Breeden as well. He likes to take those high pressure and kind of high, especially when they're highly contested shots, and he found one to go through as well. And for Albion, they've stuck themselves in this game just by responding. I mean, they've had a couple responses, one by Luke Schumann a really impressive shot, probably one of the more impressive shots of the day with how he was diving down onto the turf. And a high-pressure shot with the shot clock going down as well. There's been a lot of just really great defense forcing uncomfortable shots, which I think has made this game so interesting because every team has to find new ways, adjust in new ways, and we've got ourselves a thriller for this fourth period. Both of these teams went into overtime against Adrian and have won. So both of them kind of have that advantage. And with how few games they play in MIAA, this one only means more. Sometimes you look at sports like basketball where they play multiple MIAA games against the same team, or even in soccer, usually not football, but lacrosse is one of the few sports where I feel the game is fast-paced and should be a little bit of a longer season, but in college, you don't have nearly as many games, and you don't have nearly as many to reference yourselves off of going into those MIAA playoffs and tournament. So, only means more out there. And we're starting the fourth period out. Easy pickup there from Laidlaw. And Laidlaw is still out there. Wanted to get that cut, but the sub-in is going to come. Sears also steps back out onto the field. Going to be matched up. Some good hits from Sears. And Graff's got to be careful here. Doing a good job holding him off. And Farkas, that one's off. And he's been quiet pretty much all game. Ooh, but it looks like the Hornets are going to get it. I thought it might have went off of Vlad, but I guess it's still them. So Vlad going to give it back to Bungart, excuse me. Bungart looking upfield, wanted to give it to Sears, but staying safe to Vlad. Vlad also has to be careful. Good job there with the finesse. Breeden, he could have held on to that one. Might have had enough space to start working with it. And Breeden let that offensive unit get back out there, pressure as well. And you see Asness kind of sitting in the middle this entire game. He is there for the backups. Breeden there just wide on the shot. It was low and bouncing, but couldn't find its way. Still chilly out there for these players, still working through it. And a nice pass to Bless. That's the shot you want, the nice pass you want, but Albion was prepared for it. This pass, though, just off. And Bungart has some room. He wants to shoot, and he does! Bungart on the board. Senior day, one of his last games being played on this field, and he scores himself a goal. That's got to feel great. Bungart, 0 goals this season as a defensive player. But now he adds one to his repertoire. And, man, it is so good to see. 43 caused turnovers for this guy in the season. I mean, just such a great player. Now, see him take an opportunity like that, it's got to feel great. Albion, though, really quick offensive back. I didn't even have time to evaluate. I mean, Cal Stearns just upfield. And, ooh, this has happened a few times now for the Hornets.
Albion goal number 4, Cal Stearns.
Right off the face-off. I mean, just getting right through it. So now the Hornets probably prepared for a similar thing, a similar situation. This ball is still not loose. Everham's fighting for it. And Laidlaw is just dominant. I mean, Laidlaw is doing all he needs to do on those face-offs. Last game against Trine, Kalamazoo actually controlled the face-offs. Everham did a great job, staying pretty scrappy, but these ones have not been super contested. A lot of these, Laidlaw has just picked it right up. Pipish really thought about shooting. You see him wind up. Now swings it outside. Stearns, that one's high. Whew. And that's a little bit of miscommunication, I think, between the referees, actually. I believe Bungart was closer after the shot was off. So either way, the Hornets are going to hold on. And so back to Vlad there. And, man, this breeze is coming into the booth right now. Man, it is a chilly one. I got to say, I know I mentioned it before, but I still cannot believe these guys are in shorts and whatnot playing out there in this type of weather. Shot was off from Bless. That one, I think, just hit the goalpost. Happened twice for him today. And that one just fell right into the hands of Albion. And you see Barker just tank a couple hits. Secure that clear, and Schumann has got it on the outside. So still tied up at 7 after 2 quick goals in this fourth period. And now Stearns again, but Vlad says not today. And Vlad, I mean, I'm going to pull up some of his numbers for today because he has just been doing a great job soon. I'll pull him up soon, but right now on the offensive end, Plesher had a moment. But another good save. Both goalkeepers are doing their jobs. Szymanski just stood still, actually kind of created some space and did a good job of reading. So Stearns, after a couple shots have been off and saved, wonder if he will go at it again, but he gives it to Champeau. Pipish spins, recovered by Bungart, and you do not want Bungart on you on that offensive end, so he gives it back to Stearns. Stearns slips, gets shot off, saved again from Vlad. Whew. Vlad is cold right now. I mean, he is just chill, ice in his veins, calm, cool, and collected whenever Stearns shoots. So now Bungart. Nice pass there to Secure. And you see a big hit in the back, I believe, from Ferrick. And you see number 31, Erke, grabbing his back after the hit. So pretty sure this one's going to be called. And the Hornets are probably going to wait it out for a second. So bringing in a little bit of a different lineup. Brzezinski's back out there for the Hornets. He had himself a really great game early in this season, which I was fortunate enough to commentate. This guy is smooth with his shots, and he gets hit pretty hard. Passes it to Quinn. Quinn gets stomped by Pipish, but a good recovery from Asness. And now pass is just not working right now. So hits from all over the place, contact, contact, contact. I think we're finally going to see who has to take a seat. And I don't know exactly who it is. Let's see what communication we get up here and how long it's going to be. That's a big question. Okay, so a minute long for Ferrick. Going to have to sit out. It's going to be a slashing call. And now Breeden with it. Had a couple man-up opportunities this game. I think Plesher has made one of them work out. So Adkins in that area, and you see Plesher get that shot off. But a good read by Albion. Still in that position is Adkins. Adkins gives it to Breeden. Breeden swings, but Plesher can't hold on. You really want to get this one here. And now a trip is going to be called. So after a good steal, the Hornets think just out of frustration almost, kind of cut into the legs of Carter Kildea. And now Kildea back with it. Gives his offense a chance, and it's going to be, I believe, a man-up opportunity for them soon. Stearns, though, looked like he was almost going to take a shot for a second. So Pipish doing what he does with those moves. He is a force. On that X, some good defense there from Sears, and now deflected from the Hornets, and now the penalty is going to be enforced. Not sure who is going to be sitting. I think I see number 10 taking the knee for the Hornets. Asness. Yeah, so Asness is going to be called for tripping. Going to be a minute long, and a timeout is going to be called from Albion. Going to draw up a couple things here. This is a very pivotal moment for them. There's still a lot of time left, right around 7 minutes and 35, but you want to take advantage of this, draw up the right play in the man-up opportunity, because any lead is a lead at the end of the day. So during this time, I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be back with you in just a second. Okay, so coming right at the timeout, Britt's all set up. You see Asness take a seat, giving them an opportunity. Going to be swinging around. Stearns is not, Stearns is in that X position. For a second there, I did not see him. Was concerned and confused that he wasn't out there. Schumann takes a quick shot. Some good positioning from Albion, going to allow them to hold. So Stearns, Antonino now out back to Hibish. Schumann to Stearns, and this is just the way they're running it right now. Stearns, that ball is way wide. And they are letting it fly. These are the type of shots you might see them take in a normal offensive set. They stay patient, they might be able to find a shot real close to the goal, catching the Hornets off guard. And there you almost see him slip through. Stearns again, but Valade. A good grab, a good read, and Stearns single-handedly being stopped. But Stearns, no worries, he gets it back just as I say that, and he's going to attack Valade one-on-one. Makes it count this time. And Stearns is having himself a day now. So 8-7, taking the lead. And that might be a shot to remember if this game comes down to the wire.
Albion goal number 4, Cal Stearns.
So Stearns with the goal. Hornets, all the players are back out there. Those penalties do make all the difference. Abraham fighting for it. Laidlaw as well. Laidlaw, though, comes loose. Now to Schumann. Gets a screen from Stearns. Stearns tries to slip from the screen. Just can't hold on control, but it's picked up from Mozingo. But, looks like he stepped out. So Sears is going to have that one, passes it back to Daly. And Daly is going to want to bring this one upfield. If the Hornets can get back on the offensive end, I don't doubt they'll be able to get a nice shot off. They've been a lot more confident in this second half, have outscored Albion Brits 5-3. They have found their shots. They've been finding them. I mean, Tate Bless has found himself in the middle of the field frequently. And if he gets another one of those opportunities, I don't doubt that is a shot that would go in. Plesher, room. Thought about shooting it. He's still trying to get in there. Nice pass. That one shot is off. Good save, and a big hit afterwards. And man, Honda, I mean, there's some scrappiness going on, I think. Kind of a mini rivalry in some aspect. And now he really can't hold on. Some good pressure from the Hornets. Bungar again picks it up and gives it to Honda to reset. So even after some good defense from Albion, just 3 dudes putting pressure on the ball. And that's just a recipe for disaster. I mean, all sports really. Either way. Back to action here, 4 minutes, 45 seconds. You see Adkins. In that X position, allowing his offense to set up in this kind of line. Shot is off, that one's wide. It's going to stick with him, though. And they're getting a lot of shots off, but on-goal shots has been not the number I think they'd like to see sometimes. There, you give it to Plesher. Plesher, he's got the big man on him. Farrick, and now the switch came, and the slide. Now 2, passes it inside. That one just off. Adkins really got to pick it up. He's being checked, and now give it to Breeden. Breeden to Plesh. Plesher, shots off low, bounces, goes right back at him, and somehow Schumann. Oh, excuse me, Szymanski. Wow. 2 back-to-back saves. Stayed on his toes, didn't crash underneath the pressure. And time is now really ticking. After a great moment from Szymanski, he's had a few goals that were rough and just some really great shots from the Hornets, but they're on his game as well. Albion on the outside. Gets the screen from Pipish. Now swings to Stearns. Stearns wants the angle. Shot is off. Good save from Vlad. And you see Bungart giving it upfield to Sears. And Sears. Shot. No good. And Sears also trying to get one for his own. Another majority defensive played player. And they're nothing. So big hits right now. Pipish is just tanking through, but a good steal. Lost his stick on the play. Quinn just surveying his way around, and he passes it towards the middle. They got to hold on, though. Ooh, and I hear a whistle called. Interesting. Not 100% certain what happened there. Might have just been an issue with Albion contact. But either way, the Hornets have it, and Plesher is going to start it. Bungart wants to slip through, and he does. Bungart on that offensive end, it's so funny to see. I mean, they're going to let him work if he can, but with the long stick, it's dangerous. And now they call a timeout. Okay, so interesting things happening here. Weird stops, weird moments, and just over 2 minutes left to play in this game. We've got a close one. Albion leading 8-7 here. And Szymanski, he is playing well right now. If he can keep that up, the Hornets are going to have to work to get a really good shot off. One where Szymanski has a one-on-one opportunity, something, you know, a little bit more difficult for him. But Redco today has drawn up some really good plays for his teams, and his players have taken advantage of that, that's for sure. Plesher has done such a good job surveying and figuring out who to give the ball to. But now, wonder who the target is going to be. We know that offensive set so well with Plesher, Adkins, Asmus, Honda, and Breeden, but Bless is always kind of just there. You know, we know Bless is capable of taking really good shots. He's taken a couple today where he's testing the waters. But if they find Bless in the right position, just because of his height, he might be able to get a really good shot off to Szymanski. And especially with Szymanski finding these shots really low at his feet, having someone like Bless with the size could maybe help kind of change that. I'm not 100% certain there. I mean, these are just ideas, of course. But defensively, Albion, they're doing a good job. They have gotten the matchups they want. They've been changing in and out of that zone into man and whatnot. And both times it has worked. They've had good defensive possessions, both defensively, defensive zone and defensive man-to-man. So we'll see what they do. You hear Albion fans pumped up, wanting their team to pull through, and with 60 seconds, or excuse me, 80 seconds now on the shot clock, and 2 minutes left in the game, the Hornets can really make something happen here. Breeden going to work right away. He gets pushed off by Barker. And now Adkins wants to shoot, does. That one looks like it hit Bride. And Bride is just sprinting down the field and lobs it back up. So the Hornets, after the timeout, take a quick shot. And now they need to start scrambling to get the ball back. So the double team's coming, and now he steps back. And wow, I do not know why they wouldn't pass the Brock there, because the help came from Graff and made all the difference. The Hornets have another chance. So Plesher just right back in it. Minute 12 in this one. Shot clock and game clock are right around the same here, so either way could take it down here. Breeden, clutch shot, just wide. Bless is there, though. In the matchup against Adrian that went into overtime, Breeden was the one to take the shot to bring it there. He's not afraid of these moments. Breeden loses it. Gonna have to swing here, big pressure. Slips through, and a great steal for Albion. And now, with 38 seconds left, all they have to do is hold on, and they can secure this one. And now, gonna call a timeout so they can get that unit out there kind of that end game unit who knows how to ice this game and keep it out of the hands of the Hornets. But hey, anything is possible. You see, Hornets body language already just kind of feeling it, but if you get the turnover quick, if you get a steal quick, you still have an opportunity to get a shot off. We've seen Albion do it frequently at the start of the game, especially when they'd win the face-off or get a turnover, run down the field, and just do it as easy as that. So we'll see what they have to do, but today has been such a great matchup, a matchup to remember this late in the season, and it has been so fair. I mean, the Hornets have taken 11 shots more than Albion, but Albion has just been accurate. 37 shots, 20 of them on goal. For the Hornets, they're about 50%, just under 50% for shots on goal. And, I mean, it's been just a back and forth, and especially in the second half. And it makes you wonder, early game for the Hornets, that might be something they need to start to work on. Get their momentum early because, they had a scoreless first period. They scored 2 in the second period, but early in this game really made that difference. And it's hard to work your way back into a game when you're down anywhere. So action is back. Schumann is going to hold on, and he is just sprinting. He is a quick man. And a nice pass. Hornets trying to do something in there. That trip is going to be called, unsurprisingly. For a second there, it looked like they weren't going to call it, and I was just kind of shocked. But I think it was Sears just looking for a desperation. It looks like Graff is going to be for the trip, and he's just going to sit for the rest of this one. And now they can really just go into that victory formation, just can't give it up. Clicking down, ball is loose, don't matter though. And now this one's all wrapped up. So, in a great game between the Hornets and the Brits maintain their lead and stay safe and get some better positioning going into the MIAA tournament. And this was a matchup, man. This was a great game between the two teams. The Hornets started to come back. That third period for them played fantastic. I mean, just doing all the right things. But when it came down to the late game, Cal Stearns, 4 goals on the day, shows why he is one of the best offensive players in all of the MIAA. And truly a difference maker out there. Just some other stats to quickly review. You see the saves, 16 saves as a team for Albion. Both Skamanski and their goalkeeper Howell in this game did a pretty solid job stopping the majority of these shots on goal. Vlad also, can't forget how great of a job he did with how many shots Stearns had on goal as well. So some great moments, a lot of things you can take off as wins for the Hornets. They're going to be looking back at the film saying, hey, we did this right, we did this great. But just a couple things they're going to have to work on going into next week, playing against, I believe, oh my goodness, I'm blanking here. Oh, yes, I believe against Calvin. And Calvin, it's kind of a wild card team. They have some skills. They have a lot of great players, but kind of unpredictable to play against. So we'll see how that one goes for them. Albion, on the other hand, they're looking pretty good now, sitting at 9-6 and 3-2. Next week they play Wittenberg at home. Not an in-conference game, but certainly a good one for them. And right after that, only 3 days later, they play Trine to end their season and set them off into the tournament. So today, didn't work out for the Hornets. Just down by 1. Albion takes the win, 8-7. I'm Quentin Powers. Thank you all so much for joining me today. And stick around for women's lacrosse just right after this one. But again, thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.